title of my speak today is I Love to Travel. I was born and raised in Puerto Rico. I went to a private school, a Catholic school, where all my brothers, sisters, cousins went. Since an early age, my parents, we went to the beach and to other areas of Puerto Rico. At least every weekend, every other weekend, we will go somewhere. We didn't have enough money to travel outside of Puerto Rico, but I knew I would like to travel someday. I think at an early age, about 4 years old, I told my mom, when I grow up, I want to be a pilot. I didn't become a pilot, I became an accountant. I went to college in Puerto Rico. I have a bachelor's degree in accounting and a master in finance. When I started working when I was in college, part-time. I worked for the government in Puerto Rico, and I started to travel. I saved all my money to travel. My first trip was to visit my cousin to Daytona Beach. Couldn't travel that far, but that was enough for me. I went to Disney World for the first time when I was 20 years old, and I was very proud. After I finished working at the government, I worked for a hotel in Puerto Rico, the One Hotel in Puerto Rico, and I met a lot of new friends, and new opportunities came into the picture. I get to travel more. I went into 2 cruises. I went to different Caribbean islands. You can travel from Puerto Rico. Most of the cruises go out from Puerto Rico. I get the opportunity to visit 10 islands in those 2 cruises. Then, one day, I decided I wanted to change my life, and I saw an opportunity in the newspaper in Puerto Rico for an assistant controller at the Ritz-Carlton St. Thomas. Nobody from my family has ever gone out to live outside. Only one uncle. I was the first one to go out. I lived for 2 years, and my dream came true. I get to travel every month, once a month, to Puerto Rico, from St. Thomas to Puerto Rico. I get to go to all the nearby islands. I went to San John many times. I went to Tortola, to the Bass, in boat trips. I get to travel with my new family. I met a new family in St. Thomas. A lot of new co-workers that were my friends since I didn't have any family in Puerto Rico. We get to travel to Aruba. We went to Cancun for a week. It was a fun trip and an interesting trip. We got a hurricane while we went there, but we missed the most of it. And the last day that the hurricane was supposed to stop by in Cancun, luckily we had reservations for the spot. So my girlfriend and me, we were fine in the hotel. We were pampered while everybody out was running. We had a wonderful time. After I finished working in St. Thomas, I moved to California. I went to work at the Ritz-Carlton Half Moon Bay in California. That is near San Francisco, about 45 minutes south. Then I get to visit a lot of new places. Napa Valley. Every time somebody went from my family in town, I had to go to Napa Valley. I went 4 times. I went to visit Monterey. I went to visit San Jose. I get to travel because of work. I went to different conferences. I went to West Palm Beach, here in Florida. Not only I was fulfilling my dream to travel, I get to travel from work too, and that was fun. That was much fun. Then I decided I needed to be close to my family again. It was too far, 10 hours flight from California, and I get to see them only once per year. I decided to move to Naples. So I moved to Naples, Florida, and I spent a year in Naples. I bought a condo. I thought I was forever going to live in Naples. And my mother told me, you know, you're a gypsy. you shouldn't buy a property either. You see, the beauty of my company is that they go and pick you up where you live and pack your stuff, bring your car, fly you to your new place, and unpack your new things. You get a little bit spoiled. I decided after a year that Naples was not for me, so I moved to Jupiter. I worked at the Ritz-Carlton Club Jupiter for 2 years until I get the opportunity to become director of finance. And then I moved to Miami. I moved 3 years ago. And I have traveled more and more and more from work. Now my headquarters are in Orlando, so I don't get to travel much outside of Florida. I still get to travel for pleasure. I have been many times again to Puerto Rico. I went to Dominican Republic 4 times. I went to Aruba 4 times. I went to different cities of the U.S., San Antonio. I still have to go to New York. About a year and a half ago, I met my wonderful husband, and things changed a little bit. And I don't get to travel much. I only get to travel maybe 1 time a year for leisure and a few times a year for work. And now, instead of saying I love to travel, I said I like to travel with my husband. Next, June 25 is going to be our church wedding, and we're going back to St. Thomas for honeymoon. I am looking forward to see all my friends from St. Thomas. Thank you.